Hey WWE fans, Alex Cardinale here, and I am reviewing last night's Friday Night Smackdown. This is the January 12th, 2024 SmackDown review. SmackDown last night was a pretty good show. It wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst. It was a pretty good SmackDown. I enjoyed it, but it definitely could have been a little bit better than it was. Anyway, let's get right into the SmackDown recap for the January 12th episode of Friday Night Smackdown. SmackDown kicked off with a match between Cameron Grimes and Grayson Waller. But before the match could get underway, the Bloodline, Solo Sikoa, and Jimmy Uso attacked Cameron Grimes and they hijacked Friday Night SmackDown. They were led by Paul Heyman. Solo Sikoa and Jimmy Uso unleashed a brutal assault on Cameron Grimes, forcing his match with Grayson Waller to be called off. Paul Heyman demanded Nick Aldis change Roman Reigns' match at the Royal Rumble, but Nick Aldis instead forced the Bloodline to compete in the main event of Friday Night SmackDown. Nick Aldis stated that it would be LA Knight, Randy Orton, and AJ Styles against Solo Sikoa, Jimmy Uso, and Universal Champion Roman Reigns. But Paul Heyman informed Nick Aldis that Roman Reigns is not here tonight. Therefore, Nick Aldis told the Bloodline they needed to find a partner or it would be a 3-on-2 handicap match. Angel Garza and Humberto defeated LWO, Cruz del Toro, and Joaquin Wilde. Bianca Belair defeated Bayley. Damage Control seemingly had an opening to help Bayley, but their hesitation seemed almost intentional as they let their teammate go at it alone, which allowed Belair to hit a match sealing KOD, giving Bianca Belair the victory. Carmelo Hayes and Austin Theory ended in a no contest. It appears one or both of these superstars suffered a serious injury during this match, so my thoughts and prayers are with them both. I think they're okay, but they had to stop the match because they couldn't continue. But hopefully, both Carmelo Hayes and Austin Theory are okay. And in the main event of this week's Friday Night SmackDown, Randy Orton, L.A. Knight, and AJ Styles defeated Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa in a handicap match. Randy Orton's team of Orton, Knight, and Styles was victorious in the 3-on-2 main event handicap match. With Roman Reigns unavailable and no one else willing to team with the Bloodline, Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa were forced to take on Randy Orton, LA Knight, and AJ Styles in a handicap match. The Bloodline managed to incapacitate Randy Orton to make it a regular tag team match, but the Viper made his triumphant return and pinned Jimmy Uso to earn the victory. After the match, Randy Orton, LA Knight, and AJ Styles levied a major beatdown on Uso and Sikoa, sending a message to their shared opponent for the Royal Rumble. Now, what was cool about that is Orton, Knight, and Styles did like a shield-like power bomb through the announce table. They did a power bomb on Solo Sikoa through the announce table, which was very shield-like, and that is what I enjoyed. from Friday Night Smackdown. So the best moment from this week's Friday Night Smackdown, the Shield-like powerbomb from Orton, Knight, and Styles to Sikoa through the announce table. So my overall grade for Friday Night Smackdown is 8 out of 10 stars. Other words, a B plus. So SmackDown gets a B plus. All right. I hope you enjoyed this week's SmackDown recap. Next week on Friday Night SmackDown, it has been announced that there will be a contract signing for the Fatal 4-Way match at Royal Rumble, and Kevin Owens will host special guest Logan Paul on the KO show next week on SmackDown. Have a great rest of your weekend, folks, and thank you so much for watching this SmackDown recap. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, and don't miss Raw this Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific on USA Network.